Hello, Degens! Welcome to Degenerate Takes / Degenerate Bets. I don't know what to call this episode really, Noah, but we'll figure that shit out later. I am the brofict one, AJ, and with me, as always, is the man with the numbers, the sportsbook whisperer, the college basketball guru. I think I'm going to start calling you that too, Noah, because you've been kind of
Hey, that's
unfucking
fine.
real this season on the bets.
Hey,
Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Noah, how the hell are you doing today?
I'm at a little slightly over 68% on the season with my picks, so
Impressive.
we're okay with that. We not okay. We're great with that. We love it. I'm about to crack the code on March Madness, AJ. I know I've been talking to you about it. I can't release that information to the public because
Not yet.
if the public starts taking those picks, then that diminishes my position. So.
Well, yeah, we'll do what all sharp bettors do. We'll let you get the bets in first, and then you tell everyone about it at a shitty number. And so, thank you, Noah, for that in advance. We do appreciate it. But Noah, sorry, were you gonna say something?
No, I was saying. I mean, I'll tell you ahead of time, and then the public can see it afterwards, and then you can be my witness on that. That I did indeed have said picks ahead of time because I don't want to give those to the public. Because AJ, you know what? I was in the 99.6 percentile of ESPN brackets last year. That kind of pissed me off, man. I'm not gonna lie, that pissed me off. So I'm aiming for the 99.9 percentile this year. That's my goal. That's my goal. I have refined my system. I've added extra metrics to it to try to refine it. And you know what? We're going to end up in the 99.9% of brackets this year.
All right. I can't wait, Noah. It's going to be a good time. And not to mention, Noah, before round 1 and 2, when we do our live stream in Decentraland next week for March Madness, we've got conference play all week. We got conference tournaments, bro.
Yes, we do.
And I mean, honestly, what a better appetizer to the most amazing entree you can possibly have. That is March Madness with some of these conference tournaments, especially with some of these powerhouse tournaments that we're going to be covering today. You know, there's a lot of really good matchups that are going to be in here. Some lower seeds that are really going to fight it out and maybe push it through, become a Cinderella story. We don't really know. Noah, I don't know about you, but I want to get right into it. I'm going to let you decide where we start, though. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
You know, AJ, let's go with 1. I mean, let's just start from the top, and let's cover all these power conferences.
All right, starting from the top, we're going to go to the Big Ten. Big Ten Conference. It starts on March the 9th, so 2 days from this recording. And right now, you have the Purdue Boilermakers as the betting favorite to win at plus 200. Illinois Fighting Illini at plus 350. Iowa Hawkeyes plus 350. Wisconsin plus 700. Michigan at plus 1,200, and following up, Ohio State also at plus 1,200. Noah, very competitive division, a lot of good games coming out of this conference this year, but I think there is truly only one winner. I want to hear what you got to say about this conference first, though.
AJ, you already know who I'm picking.
Oh, do
You
I?
already know who I'm picking. It's the team that I picked pre-season to win it all.
Yes.
Now, I will say I am much less confident in them right now as I was at the beginning of the season. However, I do still think they will win the Big Ten, and that is the Purdue Boilermakers. I think Purdue's got a very strong team. They got a very strong team. The Big Ten is tough, obviously, but I'm still riding Purdue to win the Big Ten. I will say I obviously I don't love them to win it all anymore. However, I did the same thing with the Rams. I was doubting them for a number of weeks, and then they still pulled it out. Almost, but I didn't. Yeah. So I like Purdue to win the Big Ten. AJ, who do you have winning the Big Ten?
Hey, I'm with you, bro. I look at all of these other Big Ten teams, and all of them are filled with nothing but disappointment. from Illinois all the way down to the Buckeyes, just nothing but disappointment. Plus 200 is an excellent number. I think that is. I think that's. I think the bookmakers f that one up a little bit. Take the plus 200. Enjoy the weekend of games, and you'll be cashing out a nice little tasty treat at the end of it.
All right, who we got next?
Noah, moving on, we do have the ACC conference with, of course, Coach K and the Duke Blue Devils minus 125 to win the conference. UNC looking at plus 650, Miami, Florida looking at plus 1,000, same with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, and then you got Wake Forest and Virginia Tech at plus 1,100 each. Noah, coming off of a heartbreaking loss, I can't, dude, it was so awesome. A heartbreaking loss at home for Coach K's final home game.
If you're a Duke fan, if you're a fan of any other team in the country, you were happy about that.
Oh, that was so awesome, dude.
Because if you're not a Duke fan, you hate Duke. So.
That was great. And I've always hated the pomps and circumstances of like a last ride farewell tour and everything. I hate that bullshit. And so for Coach K to lose his last, that was awesome. But minus 125 being the favorite going in, that's ballsy by the bookmakers, honest to God, because I look at this ACC conference, Noah, and I really don't see a outright winner, like one team where I'm like, nope, that is the team, because any of these teams are capable of winning and losing on any given night to truly any team. What are your kind of top two? Because I have a couple that I'm going to be sprinkling a little bit on, but what are you thinking for this conference, bro?
I'm actually taking a sleeper out of the ACC. I'm obviously, AJ, you know who I'm taking because I told you I sent you my picks for every single conference. Started 3 for 3, but I've had now the next 3 have been eliminated in the final or semifinal, but. I'm going Wake Forest. I am going Wake Forest, and let me say, I do think Duke probably wins this.
Yes.
But I love the value on Wake Forest. I love the value, which is why I took Wake Forest.
I'm with you on that. Plus 1,100. I'm on Wake Forest as well. They're one of those teams when I watch them, and they really can just pull it out when they want to and when they can. And if they can just string together 3 good games, I mean, boom, they win the conference. And I think they are more than capable of doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ACC, there's a good 6 or 7 teams that could win this. Obviously, Duke deserves to be the favorite, but there's a good 6 or 7 teams that could pull this out, make a run, and win this.
100%. And let's talk about those other teams that could make it, because I do have a sleeper as my second team that I think could win the whole thing.
Well, who's your sleeper? North Carolina?
Syracuse plus 6,000 to win the whole thing.
No. Dude, they're dog shit.
But not complete dog shit. They're not like a Boston College where it's already white on the outside. You know what I mean? Like, if they are dog shit, like, it's fresh. You know what I mean? Like, it still might be fertilizer or something. Like, it's not white and worthless. Yeah, you know what I mean?
All right. Wow. So you're just to clarify, your favorite pick was?
My favorite pick was Wake Forest.
Wake. Oh, so we're on the same page with Wake.
Yeah, we're on the same page there. We both love Wake.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Wake. I think Wake's going to do it. But
like I said, my number 2 is Duke, but I mean, you can have your number 2 as Syracuse. I don't care. Who
number 2 is Syracuse, but
who do we got next? Who's?
Yeah. We're going there, Noah. I was just about to get in the transition.
Okay,
We're working on. I know we've been off for a couple days, but we got to get back.
I'm just like, yeah, but there's just like there's not that much to cover in the ACC. I mean, It's not that exciting.
All right, there's a little bit more to cover, I guess, in this division. Let's talk about the SEC, where you got the Kentucky Wildcats plus 190 to win it all. Auburn right behind them at plus 260. Tennessee Volunteers plus 350. Arkansas plus 800. LSU, Alabama wrapping up the top 6. LSU plus 1,000. Alabama plus 1,800. Noah, the list goes on and on, but we're talking 2010, 25,000 odds. It's unbelievable. SEC's been interesting this year. Been an interesting conference. A lot of jumping, a lot of cold streaks, a lot of hot streaks. Tough division to pick. Where are you leaning on this?
I actually think this one's a little bit of a lock, to be honest. You know, you have a lot of good teams in the SEC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, Arkansas, Tennessee, Auburn, all very good. However, Kentucky is just they're better. They're better. They're just better. They're just better.
Yeah.
Which is why I have Kentucky as my team to win the SEC, because at the end of the day, you know, it's Coach Cal. He's been here 1.5 million fucking times, and as good as Auburn and Tennessee and Arkansas and LSU and Alabama are, Kentucky is just a better team. They're a better team,
Yeah.
and they have a better coach. So dangling plus odds in front of me for Kentucky. That's, you know, I'm obviously going to snatch it and take the bait.
I'm with you. Give me Kentucky plus the 190. I do have a flyer on one other team because I like the way they play ball a lot, and I would hate myself if I didn't put a bet on them. Taking the Tennessee Volunteers plus 350. Love that defense. I love how they play. I would hate myself if I didn't put a bet on them and they won the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, they just scared the hell out of me because when they're making shots, they are a top 5, top 3 team in the country. When they don't make their shots, they're not very good. So, I mean, they might have. I would say they have arguably the best defense in the country, but God, when they're not hitting shots, it's brutal because. You can hold the team to 50. You can hold the team to 52, but if you only score 48, you're still losing that fucking game. So that's kind of Tennessee for me.
No, yeah, I'm with you on that, but they can pull it out when they need to. I mean, they've beaten Kentucky, so we'll see what they can do. But Noah, I think let's talk about the conference that's going to take the least amount of time to talk about. We got the Pac-12 conference. Arizona Wildcats minus 135, UCLA plus 190, USC Trojans plus 900, Oregon Ducks plus 1,200, etc., etc. Arizona Wildcats by 1.5 million. Thank you very much. I'll just take the cash now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like I don't even need to say anything.
Yep, good talk. Last conference on the docket.
Oh, we got two more.
Two more?
I think.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Right?
My bad. We do have 2 more. I just can't count, Noah. The Big East Conference. Leading the way in the betting favorites is Villanova at plus 150, UConn at plus 400, Providence plus 550, Marquette plus 700, Seton Hall plus 1,000, Xavier plus 1,300. And this is a tough division, Noah. This has been a tough conference to play and a tough conference to pick, betting-wise.
Oh. I mean, I feel like the pick is obvious, for me at least.
See, I think it's obvious too, but I think we're going to be on completely separate pages. Where are you going?
No. I want to hear what you have to say with this one first, because I think it's a no-brainer.
No, there's one team that has consistently impressed me whenever I turn on the television, and that team is the Friars. The Providence Friars have just been unreal this year. I think this is their year. I think they have the potential to be the Cinderella story for this season. So I'm taking the Providence Friars at plus 550 to win the Big East Conference and punch their ticket.
I fully disagree because I am probably the biggest hater on the Providence Friars this year. They deserve to get a like 7 to 10 seed, and yet somehow they're going to stumble their asses into a 3 or a 4 seed. They are terrible. They're not good. They're terrible by every single metric you look at. The only metric that they measure good at is their fucking record.
Oh, so wait, that means they win a lot of games, right? That means at the
Yes,
end of the
but
game,
they-
when the buzzer goes off, they have more points on the scoreboard than their other team, right? Just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, but hear me out, AJ. So a
Okay.
team with a very good record with terrible statistics, terrible like everything, so how do I draw this up in an analogy? So it's a very attractive girl who's got 1.5 million red flags. Do you want to date that girl? Well, if you're dumb, yeah. But if you're smart, you notice that she has literally 1 million fucking red flags. And that is Providence. 1 million red flags. It's not going to happen. Providence is setting themselves, they are setting themselves up to be a 3 or a 4 seed that gets bumped in the first round. Anyways, we're not talking about March Madness. We're talking about
I'm talking about this tournament. I'm talking about the Big East Conference right now. I'm saying Providence is the hot girl with all the red flags, and you just want to have a good spring break. You just want to go have some fun in Miami, Florida, go to some clubs with this girl with 1 million red flags, and just have an insane weekend. I'm just asking Providence to have an insane weekend. I'm not saying they're going to win the whole thing. I'm just saying, hey, let's have some fun this weekend, boys.
Well, I'm still going to disagree because, to build on the analogy, Providence is that absolute dime who's got 1 million red flags. Yet, you have another girl who's a very solid 9, who has very little red flags, who's been pretty consistent. She's a girl you definitely want to wife, and that's Villanova. And that's why I'm taking Villanova because Villanova's that girl that's, she's always there for you. She doesn't really let you down. She does. She'll make it to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8 every year because that's what she does. And
that is what she does.
So I'm not grabbing the bait. I'm not grabbing the fucking bait at Providence because it's fucking fake and it's not gonna last. So Villanova's my pick for the Big East.
All right, well, let's talk about the last division and the last conference that I think we're going to disagree on. The AAC. You got leading the pack.
Wait.
What?
Oh, I thought we were going Big 12.
Did we already? I thought we already did Big 12.
We did not do Big 12.
I
don't know.
Did we?
No.
What?
Oh
yeah, we did not do the Big 12. There's the Big 12. All right, Big 12 action. My bad. Leading the way in betting favorites, you got the Baylor Bears at plus 200, Kansas at plus 210, Texas Tech plus 300, Texas Longhorns plus 600, TCU plus 2200, Iowa State plus 2500. I mean, I got mine locked up. I put this wager in last week, honestly. You ready for it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
TCU plus 2200. Let's go. They're getting hot at the right time. They're getting hot at the right time. They're winning games left and right, covering spreads. Give me the TCU plus 2200 all day.
You are crazy. I mean, I'm also taking a little bit of a leap here on my bet. Not a huge leap, but I'm taking Texas Tech. Taking the Red Raiders, baby.
I love them.
I'm taking them. Over Kansas, Baylor. I think this is the most competitive, the toughest conference, I would say, in my opinion, this year in college basketball. And I think Texas Tech has really proven themselves through the gauntlet. Baylor has obviously too. That's another story for another day. We will get into Baylor. I think, man, their perseverance is incredible.
But yeah.
But yeah, that's I'm all on the Red Raiders here.
I love it. It's a good pick. That's my second pick. I'm taking Texas Tech as well. A little sprinkle on that. Noah, we've gone through the 6 big ones. We really don't have time right now to cover every conference, unfortunately. Hopefully in the future we will have the time to do that. But before we sign off, do you have anything to tell the Degens before we go into conference play?
Hey, stay alert, man. It's March Madness. I mean, everything's crazy. Pay attention to every little detail.
Every little
Fine
detail.
tune your bracket. Make it perfect. Let's get a perfect bracket in the Degens. We will be having a March Madness bracket competition. So if anybody gets a perfect bracket in there, we will shut you out and claim you.
Yes, we will. Awesome. Noah, it's an exciting time. Can't wait. If you want to keep up with all the news, because there's a lot going on in the degenerate world right now, follow us on Twitter at Degenerate Takes. That's where we post everything. And all the news regarding our live stream in Decentraland for the first 2 rounds of March Madness. It's going to be epic. Can't wait. But till then, we will see you next time on Degenerate Takes.